Welcome back to Conforming Hurts the Soul podcast. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Those who are new here, I go by You Hard-Headed Angel, and you are listening to Conforming Hurts the Soul. Before we get started, I would like to start with prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Amen. Let's respond to the Lord's Prayer with Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he has set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation. In Jesus Christ's mighty name. Amen. Amen. For today's topic of discussion, we will be talking about intimidation. It doesn't take a genius to know what intimidation means, but it doesn't hurt to be clear either. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, intimidation means the act of intimidating or the state of being intimidated. To intimidate is to make someone timid or fearful, specifically by inducing a sense of fear or inferiority. It is often done to frighten someone into submission. Now, I can't speak for all, but I can definitely say for myself that I've been told that I look intimidating or that I give yes ma'am vibes. Personally, that is a compliment for me because I always felt that my very face gave try me as if I was being advertised for sale at Toys R Us. But today is not about me. It's about individuals who like to intimidate people and act as if they are the academy of wannabe Power Rangers. The key difference is that the Power Rangers in the show, broadcasted to children worldwide, were known for saving the world. In this scenario, for my podcast, I am using the Power Rangers as a contrasting symbol. I referenced them to portray how high school students could behave like heroes rather than choosing to be a bully. Some high school students use arrogance and strength to assert dominance, power, and control. They make popular loners or high school students in general feel less than for simply not wanting to indulge in toxic behaviors such as gossiping about peers, picking on people who struggle to defend themselves, lying, cheating on their partners, witchcraft. The list goes on and on. It makes the Power Rangers thermometer go up when you don't participate in these demonic activities. Many of us are guilty of some of these things outside of being a bully. Again, the goal is awareness, not shame or bullying. These generational runs of annoyances may not stop, but you don't have to entertain them either. With that being said, let's hop into the forever so often matter, whereas popular loners are often examined from head to toe as if they are a case study. They are often subject to bullying and gossip because they often appear as a blank canvas where students can paint their projections and assumptions about them. We all can think of numerous reasons why this may happen. Let's start with number one, not having a clue about this person outside of the facts they give you. It's normal to gravitate to someone who appears to be mysterious, but it doesn't give you the right to violate their personal boundaries that you may and may not consider to be too personal. You both may live in New York, but you ask the mysterious person what Pacific area they stay in, and they decide not to give up that information. In this case scenario, why are you so mad? Comment down below why you are so mad. Especially if you feel like you know all of New York like the back of your hand. And even then, it still don't give you permission to stalk all of New York because you know it like the back of your hand. To hunt all of New York for a person because you believe they are mysterious and you want to get to know more about them. It doesn't give you the right to do such things. You cannot expect an open book out of every person you come across. That's the beauty in friendships. Not everybody is going to be a clone of you. Everybody was raised with different morals, values, and virtues. I hope I inspire you to add privacy to one of your values today. Because why are you disturbed in this case scenario? Better yet, entitled. And if you are not disturbed, explain in the comment section below why you value your privacy. But those who really feel the need to know everything about a person on the first day, and not at least 2 to 3 years, explain where that entitlement stems from for you. Because I understand if somebody or people played a disturbing role in your life, like a negative interaction to feel the desperate need of needing to know everything about everybody. It is a serious problem that people tend to normalize in this world, making people who value privacy look like or attempt to make them feel like weirdos or oddballs because they don't want the school tea page in their actual bedroom talking about some hey how you doing. Absolutely not. Until you yell I'm not in the comments, I am going to believe that you are entitled. And that's okay because I am going to try to help you. Next, I am going to talk about how popular loners becomes targets for bullying and what the motives are behind the Power Rangers. A vast majority of high school students who stay in their own lane and the Power Rangers who like to intimidate students who stay to themselves, 9 times out of 10 are in utter admiration of how students who keep to themselves don't want to be the center of attention all the time, which bothers the Power Rangers a lot because they love being the center of attention. They love being the role model that people could look up to, even in their wrongdoing. The Power Rangers can't seem to understand how the loner who keeps to themselves does not react to insults, rumors, or intimidation. But, funny enough, they can walk away and come back to school like a soldier, which makes the Power Rangers want to befriend them and learn from them on how they can naturally do that. But their pride tends to block that connection because they believe if loners or ambiverts can do that naturally without the help of anyone, they should be able to do that too, which leads to false allegations instead of press conferences, which leads to being jumped in the girls or boy locker room instead of dapping it up at lunch and talking about each other's differences. The loner didn't make a verbal insult or physically assault anyone besides being the light that the Power Rangers don't see in themselves yet. When they do see it, they normally cause a lot of trauma for the loner and get upset when the loner doesn't want to accept apologies because they want to heal, forgetting that the loner has a timeline of their own they want to heal from. For verification and those who believe this video was made to stroke the ego of a loner, you are more than welcome to check out Behind the Scenes YouTube channel. There is a video titled 6 Reasons Loud People Secretly Admire Quiet People. 6 reasons that may and may not come off that way. Lastly, I am going to talk about projections and assumptions that are made about popular loners. I'm pretty sure you could guess them too. Loners are normally stereotyped as dangerous, socially awkward, weirdos, geniuses, witches, and more. While some of these stereotypes have been proven true by people like, well, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer who ate people, not every loner is out here committing these acts. Some are, but not all, which may give you every bit of reason to stay away because you don't want anybody, especially a person you perceive to be a dangerous loner, to take a dangerous chance on you. I understand that sincerely. With the crime rates going up, protect yourselves at all costs. Continue to use your discernment. But don't make the mistake of missing out on somebody who you perceive as dangerous, weird, or socially awkward when you know for yourself you don't really know this person for real. You have loners who are not actually loners, but actually enjoy the company of oneself, but actually need to sit by themselves to get their thoughts together. And that may not look like 20 minutes. For some, that may look like a week, if not a week, a month. If not a month, shoot, a whole year. For example, Cardi B. When she was in high school, her sister pointed out how she looked alone, but Cardi didn't understand that perception when she was really getting her thoughts together. You can check it out here on Fino Bar's YouTube channel and YouTube Shorts video titled Cardi B Explains Why Her Sister Always Felt Sorry for Her. And I would argue that Cardi B is one of the most funny, down-to-earth celebs out there. Many argue that they don't pay attention to individuals who identify as nerds, goths, popular loners, academic achievers, athletes. No mind. They just worry about themselves. That can be arguably true. I, for one, was someone who didn't pay attention to others unless it entertained me. For example, drama. I simply love drama until I ended up in it. Now it's not so fun anymore. However, it still don't change the fact of how many loners are potentially being overlooked because they don't choose to submit to their stereotype of them and play the role of the world or high school students want them to. For example, Beyonce. I love Beyonce and the way she carried herself as a woman, especially as a black woman. When her sister Solange was beating up Jay-Z for playing with her sister as if she was another woman who would take crap off of him, Solange showed him otherwise. Beyonce knew she was being recorded and did not want to damage her look and how she was being portrayed to the public off of the very public Family Matter. Instead of feeding into TMZ and public outlets, she addressed the matter and more in her album Lemonade and made Lemonade tap into this mindset of not owing nobody an explanation before it eats you up sooner than later. Overall, high school students who just so happen to be Power Rangers or run into one doesn't mean you have to conform to toxic behaviors. Like Beyonce, who addressed the family matter in her own way, you have the power to do the exact same thing and be more creative with it. Just because it is popular to out somebody out on social media, you don't necessarily have to do that. You're not being more grown than your age by pulling somebody to the side and addressing to them how they made you feel. That's you wanting to deal the issue and trying your hardest not to be weird about it. You are the story and you run a narrative. Nobody can stop you but you. You still have time to change and make it right with others. Somebody could still be holding on to something you said that you believed and carry anyway. Don't dismiss it and address the potential elephant in the room. Remember, if you are uncomfortable, it means growth. Sometimes doing what is right feels uncomfortable or scary because what we all know is wrong. So make it right. Also, don't miss out on a good time with popular loners. Get to know them all while respecting their own private personal boundaries in the process. Enjoy high school and learn from your mistakes with others. Don't relish in them. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to comment down below and or email conformingherstosoulpodcast@gmail.com for advice. If you are experiencing something similar, I would be more than happy to help you. I am your show host, You Hard-Headed Angel, and you are listening to Conforming Hurts the Soul. Enjoy class today and those on their way to practice. Also, if you want to send an anonymous story where you feel a certain topic needs to be addressed, you must follow instructions in the description below. Have a good day. Bye-bye.